Watch out now. It's a little one and I'm not Bow Wow. Oh my god, that's so freaking lame. That's lame. Hey y'all, it's your girl Nida and welcome back to my channel. So for today, I've got for y'all a little haul. I've bought some brushes because I wanted to replace some brushes that I've had for quite a few years now. I wanted to get some better brushes. I just wanted to get some more brushes, and that's what I did. I decided to go shopping and find some more brushes. So this brush haul is between, ooh, Lord, I'm knocking things over. As you can tell, I ain't even got my eyebrows. I ain't got no makeup on. Well, I have eyebrows. I don't have them, like, filled in and looking cute. You can tell this is gonna be a real chill video. So I bought some brushes from Costal Scents and Wet n Wild, and who else? I bought brushes from Morphe as well, which I want to buy more brushes from Morphe. It just dawned on me that I should probably start branching out a little more, and I'm thinking about buying like a brush kit, like with the matching belt and everything. I am no MUA, but every once in a while I'd like to practice on maybe like some friends. I don't have a lot of female friends to practice. I have friends, mostly male friends, but yeah. A friend of mine, his wife had asked me to do her makeup the other day, and I was like, yeah, girl, but I'm no MUA, so my skills are limited. But she put her faith in me. Shout out to Jenny. I know you watching this. Hey, boo. She put her faith in me, and I think I did a pretty good job. So it's kind of reinvigorated me to want to practice more on other people. I'm not saying I'm trying to become an MUA, but it would be nice that when, you know, someone calls on me in their time of need, or they're like, hey, can you give me a quick beat, that I can offer that for them. I am not charging people because, like I said, I'm not a professional. This is just something I do for fun. I've learned to proficiently beat my face, and I'm still learning to proficiently beat my face even more, because at the end of the day, I want to, when I put on my makeup, look beat. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, I just got hell off track. So I will probably be ordering some more brushes. I'm probably going to be ordering some more for my personal collection, as well as ordering more to put towards a collection for when I do other people's makeup, because it is not sanitary to use the same brushes that you use on yourself on other people. Now, with that being said, I do have a small selection of brushes that I do not use on myself, and when the time does arrive for where someone asks me to do their makeup, I pull out those brushes and I use those. So I know somebody out there going, is she using her face brushes on someone else's face? Pause, I don't. So yeah, like, your girl goes out, she buys a new, I went out, back in December when my cousin asked me to do her makeup, I bought a new beauty blender to use on her, and that beauty blender is set aside to use on when someone says to me, can you beat my face? I also have a Real Technique sponge as well for when other people are like, hey, can you beat my face, or I'm in the mood to practice. So yeah, moving on. So all of this stuff is for me, because at the time when I ordered it, the thought hadn't crossed my mind to start looking into buying more stuff for other people. But anyways, this has been 4 minutes of intro, so let's move on to what I bought. Okay, so the first thing I got was from Wet n Wild. I've already taken it in a box. Out of the box, I got a kabuki brush, because usually I bought this to brush off my my powder from off my contour, from under my contour, my powder from under my eye, forehead, and all that. I bought it just to get rid of the powder that I use on my face, my translucent powder. Because usually what I do is I use this ginormous fluffy brush with my face powder on it, and I brush it off. But I'm starting to think I want to change that technique just a little bit, and I want to brush it off the excess first and then go back in with this and kind of brush or pat in the whatever's left over with my face powder, to see if that gives me a more even application under eye and under my contour. So got a little kabuki brush. This was super cute. I believe this was about $4.99. I don't have any of my like invoice packaging slip stuff in front of me, so links will be in the description box. I will include prices. But I know this was really cheap. I know this was dumb cheap because it's Wet n Wild, guys. Like, it's Wet n Wild, and their brushes are soft. Like, I have some other Wet n Wild brushes. Ooh, sorry. I have a contour brush that I love. Please excuse my brushes. They're a little messy right now. I have some eyeshadow brushes I really love. This was also one, but I had taken it out to use it, but I just didn't yet. I absolutely love their eyeshadow brushes. Like, they are super soft. I love it. And this is their crease brush, and it just fits right there. Right there. And it distributes such an even amount of color. Like, I freaking love these brushes. They're very soft. Apparently they are vegan. Well, let me check the box. Yes, ultra soft and vegan. This is the ultra soft vegan dome brush, provides light to full coverage. It is a kabuki brush, but yeah. All of the brushes are vegan, which I think is awesome. Alright, so let's jump into it. So I'm going to start with the Morphe brushes that I bought. I got a Morphe M75. I have a Morphe M443. I got a Morphe M441 and a Morphe B23. So I'm going to start with the Morphe 575. I got this brush, and I'm looking for more blending brushes. That was my goal, is I was looking for more blending brushes, especially more blending brushes that were going to help me minimize harsh lines and going to be useful even when I'm using products that aren't necessarily always the easiest to blend out, because sometimes you pick up a drugstore, eyeshadow, sometimes you pick up a high-end eyeshadow and them joints be just harsh lines like a mug. So I was like, you know what, let me align myself with some good brushes to also help me, and that way I can, hone my skills to where I can blend out even the worst of eyeshadows. So what I love about this brush is it just fits right in here, right in that socket. It's very soft. I love the cut of the brush. I love the handle. I love the feel. I love when brushes have a good weight to them, where they're not too heavy, not too light, because there are some brushes that are just too light, it's really easy that if your brush is way too light for you to just go out of control and just start moving around and whatnot and it looking crazy. I love the way these feel in my hand. I typically hold my brush down here because that's how you're going to get the lightest application. What I did with this brush that day where I did my makeup is I picked up the product on this side of the brush, on a slanted end of the brush, and I used it to pat the product into place, and then went back in and blended out those harsh lines. So I really, really love this brush. Super great. I will list links as well as prices, but I believe this brush was $2 and change, maybe $1 and change. Morphe has very inexpensive brushes. Every Morphe brush I've gotten so far has been great quality. There are a lot of people that say like their brushes are like really like hard, and I have not had that problem. I've not gotten a brush that was either too hard bristle hair wise or too like scratchy. Like, I have not gotten a brush like that. All of the brushes I've bought have been very soft, very smooth, and shedding minimal to no shedding. There we go. So I'm actually very satisfied with Morphe, and like I said before, that when I'm gonna be looking to buy some brushes, so that way when someone asks me to do their makeup, and I would, or to practice essentially, I would be buying probably going to Morphe to buy a set from there just to start with, and nothing too big, maybe like a set of like 20 something brushes or whatever. Or if I want to get them on the super low, I could go to eBay and get some eBay brushes. We'll see. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I've been looking around though, but I haven't decided. So next 3 brushes. So I got a Morphe M441, and this is a more firmer blending brush, which I like firmer blending brushes. This one feels actually pretty soft. I really love like white brush hairs. I don't know why. Like, I feel like aesthetically they just look so nice, but I hate that when they get dirty, because it's like they're not pristine anymore, but it's okay. It's another one with a really good weight, fits great in the socket. I feel like this is going to be great for when I'm blending. So yes, this is definitely a must for me. I think I'm going to pick up maybe like 2 or 3 more of these, because like I said, I'm building up a blending brush arsenal. So I think I might pick up some more of those. All right, onward we go, and this is the Morphe Morphe M433. This brush I actually saw used in a Daisy. Oh my god, what's her YouTube name? I know her first name is Daisy. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'll drop her a link to her video that I saw her use this brush. And what I loved about what Daisy did with this brush is essentially you can go flat. This is a blending brush, so you can go flat to apply, and then you turn it to blend. And I love that. So actually, let me get a little closer. So what she did is she went in flat, and then she turned it to then blend out the product. And I was sitting there like, I want it, and I want to do that. So after first trying it with some e.l.f. brushes, because I was like, you know what, maybe I'll be able to accomplish that with what I have. This was just the e.l.f. brush was just far too dense. I used it with an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush thinking I could get the same results. It was just far too dense. Like, it was like this huge sweep of color, and then it just got worse when I turned it. So I was like, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to keep looking. I did get kind of close with a Morphe M209. I kind of got that, but this is also another a little more dense than the Morphe M433. Actually, that's funny, I forgot to mention I also got this is also in the haul. And with a Morphe M209, and this is really more of a flat shader brush to pack shadows on the lid. It's on the larger end of the flat shader brushes. So yeah, but I really like this brush too. That one also has another great rate. And while I'm sitting here picking out brushes that are supposed to be in this haul, but I didn't move them for whatever reason, I got the Morphe M572. If you, I don't know if any of y'all watch her channel. I haven't watched a video of hers in a while, but I do follow her Snapchat, and I do remember when when I first started following her Snapchat and watching her videos. I think her name is Boss Ass Makeup. I think her first name is like Marina, but I think her Instagram and her she's Boss Ass Makeup. Oh, what the hell, me? Yeah, she used a flat contour brush, a mini flat contour brush for Morphe, and like I said, Morphe 572. So I have been using this as of recently to contour my nose, and I actually really like it a lot. Contouring my nose has always been kind of an annoyance for me because I'm like, what do I use to blend? So this is actually a fantastic brush for that. It is small, it's super dense and packed, so the application is actually really great. It blends out super easily, and I love it. Another brush that I've been using from Morphe that I got has been the M532. It is a highlight brush, and I have been using this to highlight, and I love it. This picks up a great amount of product. I am seeing it's been shedding just a little bit, not a lot, but I think I did change soaps. When I washed it the last time, I used a different soap. I didn't use my Zote. I used my Daiso soap, and it did shed just a tiny bit after the Daiso soap. So when I wash it again, I'm going to switch back to the Zote and see if it does shed a little more. It was like one or two little hairs. I might have also been just kind of scrubbing a little too hard, and that might have also caused that. So we will see. But back to the M433. I can't wait to try out this brush. Another one with the white and the black handle. I really love the aesthetics of these brushes. I love how soft they are, and I really love the quality. This one's kind of weird because it's got this weird like singular brown hair. Can y'all see that? I don't know if it's gonna focus, but it's got like a singular like brown hair in there, like a gold hair in this, and I don't know. One of these things is not like the other, but hey, I'll take it. So I'm probably going to put these through a wash before I actually put them into rotation to use, just to see how they hold up after their first wash. Because sometimes things are like, hey, looking good, and then you wash them and it's like, not so much. Next brush for Morphe is the MB23. It is a blending brush. This one is, the hairs are, I can't remember if this is synthetic or not. I think it might be. I think it might be a synthetic brush. I believe the others were not synthetic. But yeah, I saw this and I saw this in somebody's like favorite brush video, and I was like, hey, let's give it a try. I believe all of these brushes, I know for a fact the contour brush was like, the nose contour brush was like $6 and change. The rest of the brushes were probably anywhere between $1 to $3. Like I said, links and prices will be in the description box. But I really love this brush. I saw it on the webpage and I was like, I bet this is going to be super soft. And I was right. It is so soft. So soft. I can definitely see myself blending out my transition shades, laying my transition shades down with this brush. I love this a lot. Next, let's move on to Costal Scents. So Costal Scents, I think I got some duplicates. I believe I got a bunch of like similar brushes. There was one brush in particular I really needed, and I guess, so they let me buy the brush, pay for it and all. And then next thing I knew, they didn't even send me an email to let me know. I received the brushes and it said in the, actually no, I didn't. I hadn't received them yet. So I didn't get a tracking number, which isn't all that far-fetched because usually it takes like, they ship USPS, I think, and you don't always get a tracking number, I believe. So didn't get a tracking number, which I was kind of like, okay, no big deal. And then it took like a while, because usually it takes like, they're really quick. Like usually it takes them maybe like a couple days for processing, and within like a week, and like about a week, I usually receive my order. This took about a little over 2 weeks for me to get it, which was strange because usually Costal Scents is really quick. So I was kind of like, okay, whatever. At one point when I went to check and see if there was a tracking number, which there was not, I went online and it showed me that one of the brushes I had ordered, I wasn't going to get it. Like basically they had removed it from my order. So I was confused. And then it comes to find out that apparently the brush sold out at some point or whatever. And I'm kind of like, then why did y'all let me pay for this? Why was I able to put this into my cart and pay for it? Now see, a similar thing happened to me with Colored Rain the other day, where I was trying to buy that Queen of Hearts palette. I was about to spend my $50 in coins. On $50 in coins. No, Shawnee, Nida, you were not with the girl. What the hell? I was about to spend my $50 on that palette. I was ready to do it. I had my credit card. I actually was at work, funny enough, and I stopped and took like a quick break, just a quick 5 minutes to stop and try to order this thing, and then lets me put it in my cart. Okay, so I'm there. I'm on the website on time because it said, I believe, like 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. like Pacific time or something. So technically it was 12 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm sorry about the light change, guys. This literally went from like being like okay to like really, really sunny outside. But anyways, so it's 12 on the dot in my 12 on the dot in my cart. I'm paying for it. I put in my credit card information. It's processing. The processing page finishes loading, and then it goes, this item is sold out. It's 12:01 now. You mean to tell me this entire freaking, this restock sold out in a minute? Like, wait. So I went back, tried to do it again. It let me go through the whole entire process again, and then said sold out. So I was upset because I'm like, okay, so they said it was going to be a limited stock. How limited? What were there, only like 10 pallets? Like there was not like a million people and change all on here trying to do this at the same time. So they issued a blank apology, and they were like, don't worry, we got plenty more things in store if you didn't get the pallet this time. And I'm like, man, no, what you should be doing is you should be taking your ass and making more damn pallets and fixing this relaunch. Like, what are y'all doing? But I digress. Colored Rain is not a huge company, so I guess it is not in their control. They are not able to essentially just be like, well, for whatever reason this happened, let's just create more palettes to do so. So I get it. It sucked. Of course, everybody was on their Instagram complaining. I left a comment. Some people were trying to go back and forth and whatnot about this. And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, yes, it's a limited stock, but sold out in a minute. I don't believe, like, how limited is that? And then on top of that, if it was sold out, then why would you let me put that in my cart? If I'm able to put this in my cart and in the act of paying for it, it is mine at this point. That is like me going to Ulta, buying this brush, and then the girl, and I hand her the brush, and I go to take out my debit card to give her like payment, and old girl, as I'm about to swipe, says, oops, sorry baby, this just sold out. Like that, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at you taking it from me. It's not, what the, like that was my problem. That was my problem, which I tried to explain to the people who were trying to talk to me about this on Instagram. But from what I've learned from comments in the shade room and being on the internet for a long time, y'all internet gangsters be way too much. Like, y'all just way too much for a girl, because y'all be dead ass wrong and have no point, no leg to stand on, saying some ignorant ass shit, and just feeling like you just super in the right no matter what. And I can't get down with it. I can't swing with it. I'm sorry. So, you know, it sucks. I did not get the palette, but yeah, I digress. So that's essentially how I kind of was for Costal Scents. I'm not mad at Costal Scents. I'm like, it's no big deal. They ended up refunding my money like a week later. So for that brush, they ended up, you know, fixing the cost that I paid, so to show less of that brush. So, oh well, whatever. I ended up getting, so instead of getting 6 brushes, I've gotten 5, which is no big deal. So let's see here. I've got a classic blender natural. This has natural hairs. I got a classic detail pointed synthetic, another classic blender natural. I got a classic shadow medium synthetic, and a classic shadow, and 2 classic shadow medium synthetics. Let's see if I can open one of these. So this is how Costal Scents packaging is. Whereas Morphe, they put theirs in like these little slips, and Wet n Wild, theirs are in like, they're not in boxes. Like this one came in a box, but Wet n Wild's are in like those, they're in like toothbrush. No, what the hell am I talking about? They're in the pouch. They're in the pouch. They're in the pouch. Like Morphe sells their not Morphe. Elf sells their brushes like that. They sell them in the pouch too. But which isn't a problem. It's no biggie. So let's see here. Okay, here is one of the classic blender naturals. Crazy enough, this is actually shaped just like my, where is it, my Morphe that I just got. So now I have 2 essentially shaped just like my Morphe M113, where it is flat and then you turn it. Yeah, only the Costal Scents one is a little on the fuller side. It's a little firmer too, just a little. It's more dense, a little more firmer. Costal Scents, I will say their brushes do shed. I actually just got some shedding there. Yes, I do like their brushes a lot though. They are pretty lightweight to hold. I love that they're thinner down here at the bottom, so that way it's a lot easier to hold when I'm going in there. But dupe. Hey, it's a dupe. Basically, it's a dupe. I duped a brush that I didn't even realize I was gonna dupe. That's what happens when you go shopping. This is what happens when you buy things so far apart too, and then you try to hoard it for a haul, is you forget what the hell you bought. So I actually do like the classic blender. I had one, and I think I managed to lose it probably in the process of me traveling with it or whatnot, but I really can't find it, and it bums me out because it's a really good brush. I really do like it a lot. Costal Scents brushes are also very affordable, so I will leave links to those as well. These brushes were about $1.69. About $1.69. So I got a, what is this? Also the classic detail pointed synthetic brush. I was looking for a detail brush, a pointed one, so I can, I was looking for something to do on my lash line, but this is super pointy, which it doesn't necessarily look as pointy. Well, it's pointy on line, but it's a lot. This is so stiff. This is so stiff. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do with this? Okay, so somehow managed to buy something that I thought it was going to be one thing, and it's not. So I thought this was going to be something soft and I could use it to run shadows under my lower lash line. That is not the case. So what I'm going to do with this brush, I'm going to use it for glitter. Boom. I'm going to use it for glitter. I'm going to use it to apply glitter in small areas because I don't necessarily have like the biggest amount of lid space in the world. So yeah, I'm lemons to lemonade, y'all. Lemons to lemonade. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, next is the Classic Shadow Medium Synthetic Brush. So I like their synthetic brushes. I have a mix of their synthetic and natural hair brushes. This is a super, super thick brush, very thick handle. Yeah, I think it's gonna work pretty well to pat on shadows. It is really thick. Hey, look at that. It's an eyeshadow brush. It's a shader brush, basically. So yeah, but I got 2 of these. Yeah, I got duplicates of a lot of stuff because I needed, I did want some more shader brushes as well as blending brushes. So Costal Scents pretty much satisfied my shader brush need, whereas Morphe satisfied my blending brush needs. And that was about it for brushes. Like I said before, this is going to be a brush haul because even though I want to make it into more, about some of the other stuff I bought. let's just talk about it real quick. So actually I think I'm only gonna talk about one thing that 2 things that I bought that one of them I'm super excited about and I'm loving right now is the GlamGlow. I actually just used this. Is the GlamGlow Pout Mud Fizzy Lip Exfoliating Treatment. This stuff is so good. I love it. Now, word of warning, if you're thinking it's going to fizz, like it's gonna kind of sound like pop rocks on your lips, like it's gonna do a little fizzy pop sound, like when you first open like a soda or something, it's not. But that's okay because it still works amazing. I love this so much. It was about $24. I got it at my local Sephora. I will include a link in the description box for that. I really love that. I've been looking for a great lip scrub and that pretty much satisfied my lip scrub needs. Next I got the Ofra x Nikkie collab. If you guys see the video that probably went up today, Friday, I think, or Friday, yeah, I think it went up on Friday, like this past Friday, like my last upload, you would see that in my it's a vlog, in my vlog, that I went to the meet and greet and I got to meet Nikkietutortials. She is tall AF, guys. Like, she's so tall and I'm 5 foot even, so I'm just super small. And yeah, so I have swatched these already. And okay, so I bought this collection for $50, which was their special price. On Ofra's website it is $79, but I believe if you use Nikkie's code it's about 30% off. Ulta now carries Ofra products online. I don't know about in-store, but online. I saw it online. And this whole set online at Ulta is $59. Now, individually, this set, because you can buy it now individually on Ofra, these lipsticks are $19.90 a piece individually. This is $35 standalone. A $35 highlight, y'all. $35. A $35. Bruh. Let me tell you something. My favorite highlight that I love more than anything in this world is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. And that does what it needs to do and some for like $3. This is $35. And it is a color wheel one with 3 different shades. It is called Everglow. I swatched to see what in this I can use. I found out that if I mix this bronze shade and this kind of pearl shade here, it creates a nice kind of like a pinky type of highlighter that actually looks really nice on my skin tone. The champagne shade on its own looks really great on my skin tone. When you mix it with the bronze one, it gives you more of a gold one, so I feel like that might look pretty good on deeper skin tones. The pearl one is not for us. let me tell you something. For our the cocoa goddesses, it's not for us. It's not for the chocolate sisters. It's not for the mocha latte girls. It's not. Pearl highlighters are so dangerous for us because there's like every once in a while you get that one pearl shade highlighter that's just bomb, and then other times it's like, nah. That's what it feels like. So I will definitely say, I see everybody out here on YouTube doing these anti-hauls, and I might do an anti-haul, but I don't know, like, because there's quite a few products that I felt like were not worth buying. But you know what I do? I just don't buy them. I just don't buy them. And then there are some products that I bought as of recently or in the past couple months that I've been like, why did I buy this? So if you guys want to see a video where I'm either doing an anti-haul or I'm talking about products that I've bought that I feel like I regret buying or I really didn't need this, let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to do that, because I've been kind of going through my collection and I'm kind of like, there's some stuff I don't really need. This is one of the ones I don't really need. It is very pretty. I am glad that I bought it. I really wanted to get it for the experience and whatnot. But yeah. And I wanted to try out Ofra's, like actual Ofra cosmetics. So I wanted to try out the line. I wanted to try out their cosmetics because at some point I wanted to buy more Ofra stuff or buy Ofra stuff, period. And this presented itself and was a great opportunity for me to try some of the things that are in the line that people love a lot. Everybody talks about their highlighters, everybody talks about their liquid lipsticks, so I managed to get both to then try out and see how much I love. The liquid lipsticks, I feel like they have a great formula. I feel like of the 3 shades, this one's gonna be the most hardest for me to kind of work with, because I typically don't wear shades like this, which is just me. It's just a personal preference, but I feel like these two are going to be great. This pinky nude on its own is definitely going to be a no, but with some MAC chestnut lip liner, I feel like I'm going to be able to work that in there a little bit more. Add that to my nude lip collection. This like bronze, like brown, it's in the shade Coven. Oh, these shades are Spell, Coven, and Nude Potion, are very pretty. When I swatched them, the formula was great. They smell really nice. They have like that super sugary smell, which I actually kind of like in a liquid lipstick. But these are, they wear really well when I swatched. They're long lasting, so I'll actually do like a test where I try out all the, some new products that I bought, and maybe I'll do a video on that and test them out and see how well they wear. Definitely, if you do not want this collection, if you feel it is not worth it, by all means, please do not go out there and spend your coins. It is great. It is awesome. If you are a big fan of Nikkietutortials, you will definitely see the importance of getting this. If you are only the casual watcher of Nikkietutortials, if you don't have any interest in trying out Ofra products, or you feel that these products are way too expensive, by all means, don't spend your money. You're not missing out on anything super stupendous. This is great. It's really nice. It really is. But I'm so positive there are other lipsticks out there that do everything that these lipsticks in here will do, and the same thing with highlighters. But yes. Anyways, I have talked for enough time. This video is long enough. So if you like what you saw today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell on the way out, because YouTube doing YouTube things. So, make sure to hit the bell so that way you can know every time I upload a video. And make sure to click the description box for links, as well as follow my social medias. They will be down there as well. And yeah, I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.